without further ado, let's introduce our first presenter this morning. I don't think she needs much introduction. You all know her. The fearless. Google rears its ugly head, and this woman chews Google up and spits it out. She is not afraid of organic SEO. She is not afraid of Google Base. Attributes are an appetizer for this lady. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Judy Oglesby.
Good morning. I'll jabber for a minute while I get my PowerPoint up. And how are you all doing today? Doing okay?
Yep.
One other thing that I want to cover, please silence your cell phones. And yes, I double checked mine only to find out that I hadn't silenced it, so it had gone off. Would have sounded really funny. Second, another thing is that the restrooms are right out the door and to your right. So the restrooms right here. We also have drinks in the back. So please, if you are thirsty, it doesn't bother me at all if you get up and down. I'm not disturbed by it at all. So are we ready? All right, today we're going to talk about the ugh effect. See my nice little guy here? Because every time that Google makes a change, my inbox fills up with, oh, they've done something different. Oh, what am I going to do? And so I've done the Google effect. And today we're going to talk about being analyzed, attributized, and Googleized. All right, first of all, now, I know that you all are aware of this, but I want to remind you of some things. My job is to get you ready for everybody else today. For the idea of marketing, for the idea of where e-commerce is going, that's my job. So I'm not going to fill in all the blanks, but I want you to open your minds. I want you to, my famous saying is, think outside the box. Get out of the traditional. Because we're not living in a traditional age anymore. The internet is not going to go away. Matter of fact, it's growing. The projections for this fall season are going through the roof. And so it's time for us to take advantage of those things instead of hiding our head in the sand. For me, I'm a brick and mortar store as well. I have a 30,000 square foot retail business. My husband runs an 80,000 square foot wholesale business. And then we have the internet. The internet is essential for us to survive. I'm in a town of 3,000 people. The biggest thing in our town are the grain elevators across the street.
Yeah.
In my market radius of 10 miles, I have 25,000 people. Now I'm telling you, you don't survive in that kind of environment with nothing more than local advertising. The internet is going to continue to expand, evolve, and it's going to change. And if you are not ready to expand and change with it, if you get set in your ways, this is the way we've always done it, so we're not going to change. When the market flips, you're left in the hindsight, because the market changes all of the time. So in order for you to succeed, you have to monitor the trends and the changes. You have to watch it. It takes time. You are the CEO of your business. If your ad campaign and your marketing campaign doesn't work, it's not Bill's fault. It's your fault. If my ad campaign doesn't work, it's me that did it. So you need to watch the market trends. You also need to be able to adapt to changes quickly. Don't set your business model up in a way you can't change. You are a smaller business. I don't have to have a board meeting to change. I can go in and go, this is not working, and I can change. You also have to be mentally prepared to change. You have to get your mindset that I'm going to change. Something's going to move. The market changes, guys, in the first quarter, from the second quarter to the third quarter to the fourth quarter. What worked at Christmas is not going to work when the second quarter comes around, because you're in a different time of the year. What your customer base is looking for is different. All right, first of all, the venue. We have to get in our mind what Bonanza's, the venue's responsibility is. The venue's responsibility is to provide me with a stable platform. I don't want to log in and have errors. I don't want to log in and I can't make a portion of the site work. Their job is to provide me with a stable environment. They're also responsible for providing a safe buying and selling environment, which includes fraud prevention and intervention. Just not prevention, but also the intervention part of fraud and keeping the site safe. It also needs to provide an easy, intuitive navigation. There needs to be a good site search. And when we talk about site search involves continually, because our buyers change. So the site search is going to have to naturally change and flow as the market changes. They also are responsible for implementing tools, enhancements, features to keep pace with the market trends. As the market trends change, which means at what my buyers want, the venue has to change and adapt with those. That's why you'll see features go away, new features come in, and then those features may die and an old one come back in again, because our market is continually flowing and changing. All right, a brick and mortar store. I have brick and mortar. Whenever you have a brick and mortar store, who is responsible for the marketing plan? The city I'm in or me? I am.
Yeah.
Why do we think that online is any different? We want the venue to be responsible for the marketing. We want to throw our stuff up on the internet and leave it and then go, nothing's coming in. I'm not getting any, my traffic is falling off. My hits are dying. I'm not selling. You threw it up and you left it. I'm telling you, if you go to Walmart, Target, Kmart, you walk in the front door and you walk in, you see all the stuff lined up. And when you go in at the end of the week and the beginning of the next, is the same stuff sitting there? No. And you continually watch them change their store fixturing. They do that for two reasons: market trends and to get customers' attention. We are continually moving things around in our retail store. We'll take what's on the bottom shelf and put it up on the top and rotate it down. That's all. And you know what happens? When did you get that in? I didn't know you had that. It's the same thing in your stores. You have to move your merchandise around if you want your customers to see it. Being in business is not for the lazy. If you're lazy, it's not going to work. You have to work to make your online businesses work, just like you do in your retail store. When I advertise my business, and I see this happen in our marketing, when I advertise my business, either online or my bricks and mortar, my ad is not directed to get people to come to Columbus or to my online business to shop at the neighbor. I want them to shop at me. I want them to come to me and buy. Then if I don't have it, then I will suggest that they go to the next seller. But the idea of the advertising and marketing campaign is about me. So you have to keep that in mind, is that marketing is about you and your items. Now your online business changes your opportunity if you're in flea markets, if you have a booth somewhere where you're selling online, it changes your opportunity. It drastically changes it. You go from me. I have a 10-mile selling radius in Columbus. 10 miles. Online gives me at least the continental United States. There are no barriers. The barriers are only presented by where I'm willing to ship. If I go worldwide, I have a worldwide base for pennies on the dollar. Pennies on the dollar. If I want to advertise my business online and go national, it takes thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to do that. But on the internet, there is no barriers. Only where I'm willing to ship and how hard I'm willing to market my business.